How are you doing, guys? Welcome back to Verified So, and to this video. It is night time over here, and welcome to this video. So last week we did a video on 20 weeks remaining to the DV Lottery 2024 results release date, and now we are 19 weeks to the DV Lottery 2024 results. And in last week's video, we saw the overall timeline of the DV Lottery 2024. And in this week, I want us to see how should we prepare for the results. What are we supposed to be doing as we wait for the results? We have 19 weeks remaining to the DV Lottery 2024 results. So with me is a booklet, and I have 4 major things that you can do as you wait for the DV Lottery. The first one, of course, I had discussed in a former video, is the passport. We clearly know that this DV Lottery program, in the application, the passport rule had been scrapped off. That means that people did not need to have their passports for them to apply for the DV Lottery. And that means majority of you watching probably might not be having the passport, either your passport or those of your derivatives. And now, since you're waiting for the results and you're hoping to be selected, then what should you do? You should proceed and apply for the passport. Apply even for those of your derivatives. So prepare it as early as possible. Why? Because even if you're not lucky to be selected a winner, the passport does not expire soon. It takes up to 10 years to expire. Therefore, there is no problem with you applying for the passports, both yours and for the derivatives. So prepare the passports. Remember, the passport process or processing does take several weeks or months or some time. And if you get your results and it happens that you are a winner, then you cannot fill in the DS260 without your passport as the principal applicant. That one you cannot. And if you wait until you get the results for you to apply for the passport, and let's say in your country it takes up to 3 months, that means you'll have to wait for 3 months before you submit your DS260 form. And that means that you will be late in submitting the DS260 form. So prepare the passports, yours and for your derivatives, at this time as you're waiting for the results. I hope that point is clear. The other thing that you might do as you wait for the results is, if you are currently married, but you are just customarily married and you applied as married because that's what you should have done, then it is the highest time that you start the process of acquiring the legal marriage certificate. So if you are married and you don't have the marriage certificate, go ahead and start the process of acquiring that marriage certificate. I hope that is clear. However, for this, you can wait till you get selected for you to do that, because it will only be needed during the interview. But why wait for that time? You can as well do it now, because when you get the certificate, it's permanent. It is not expiring. So even if you do it early and you don't get selected, there is no loss in that. So why not apply as you're waiting for the results? The third thing that I want to discuss, this goes for the single parents. We know that the issue of consent letter from the other partner has become a big issue for the single parents. And this goes to as well those parents that have children but they have no relationship with the other parent of the children, and therefore you're the one who is taking care of these kids. Remember, you will not be allowed to move out of the country, or you will not pass the interview without the consent of the other parent. Even if you're not living together, even if you can't reach the other parent, you will not be allowed until you produce a legal form that shows that you have the sole custody of your kids. So, having said that, as you're waiting for the results, you can also decide to start the process of filing through a court that you may obtain the sole custody of your children. If at all you don't have any relationship with the other parent of your child, or he or she is nowhere to be found, then go ahead and start the process of obtaining the legal sole custody documents from the court or from a lawyer. So you can also wait for the results for you to do this, but why wait for that? Because when you obtain the sole custody documents, this is a permanent thing. It will not expire. So as you wait for the results, it will be very important that you start the process to gain the sole custody of your children if you are a single parent and you cannot access the other parent. I hope the point is clear. The final thing that I would like to discuss with you as you're waiting for the results, since it only remains 19 weeks, is why don't you consider other avenues to the United States? Did you know that there are other avenues that can give you access to the United States? Did you? For example, if you have your brother living in the United States, a citizen or a legal permanent resident, he can file for you to go and stay with him, and also file for the green card through the 4th generation visa. So if you have a relative in the United States, let's say it's your parents, and you, their kids, is outside of the United States, your parents can file for a green card for you to go and join them over there. They can sponsor you. If you have a potential spouse in the United States, maybe you are in a relationship that is leading to marriage, that United States citizen or permanent resident can go ahead and organize for the marriage and file for the K visa that you can go there for the marriage ceremony. So there are many avenues which can take you to the United States. If you are a student, for example, there are student visas. You can try that one out. And remember, through the student visa, after completing your studies, you can be given 1 year for your internship. And as you're doing the internship, you can also take that route as a job seeking opportunity. And once you get the job and they are willing to sponsor you, then you can get a green card through that. So there are many avenues. Why don't you try one as you're waiting for the results? You are not locked outside of trying this out simply because you applied for the green card for the diversity visa. So what I'm saying is, You can as well try the other avenues to the United States. If you have the chance, try it out, and you may find yourself landing in the United States even without the diversity visa, and your life can be based in the United States without the diversity visa. So try out the other avenues to the United States. So I hope that point is clear to you. And with that, I don't have much for this video. Remember, we have 19 weeks to the Diversity Visa 2024 results. Thank you for clicking this video and watching this video. Let's meet in the next video when we shall be 18 weeks to the results. Please like the video and also subscribe to the channel if you have not yet done so. And let's meet in the next video.